Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love, and if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, your person. They're also showing up as the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So this may be somebody you know through work, or it might be somebody you know through the gym, or somewhere you like to go back to, or you go back to, you know, your favorite bar, restaurant, bookstore, you name it. Let's see, how are they viewing my Sagittarius? Okay, as the Death card, Scorpio energy. All right, and the connection, we see the Eight of Swords, okay? So we'll see what that means, if this is a karmic connection that you need to watch out for. And we see the Nine of Wands. Some of you, this person, you might feel like you have a past life soulmate connection here with this person. With the Nine of Wands, I also feel like this person might be a little bit overwhelmed when you meet them. I don't know if they're a single parent or they just have a lot of responsibilities. They may be a little bit guarded, but I do feel, Sag, like when this person is in a connection, they're very devoted. They're very ride or die. All right, with the Eight of Pentacles here. This is somebody who enjoys the finer things in life. I do think that, like, you know, they have nice clothes. They probably drive a nice car. Their home is like well decorated. Okay, we see the King of Pentacles in reverse. But for some of you, this person may live a little bit above their means. Okay, is kind of the energy I'm getting. I'm also seeing that your person may be feeling very drained. That could be that their health is suffering or their finances are suffering right now, or when you meet them. And we see the Emperor energy. This person may have their own company and they might be worried about, like, you know, is it going to go under? You know, will I be able to pay my employees? You know, will I be able to keep this going? But I do think that this person is strong. I think they're very business minded. Again, you might just meet them at a time when they're feeling a little bit unstable with their economy or their health, which kind of is everybody right now. With the way things are going in the world. So I do feel with the Emperor energy, this person is strong. They're the boss is kind of what I'm getting, but they're probably under a lot of pressure. Some of you, if they're not the boss or they don't have their own business, they are really in this energy of leveling up. Some of you, this could be somebody who's stuck on you or coming back towards you. So it could be an ex. I didn't really get that with this Ace of Cups though. But it could be somebody who's coming back to you. Now, maybe they're moving back into your neighborhood or your city, or they're coming back to the job that you work at. It doesn't have to be that you've been romantically involved here with this person. They are looking for a relationship, though. That's what I'm getting. But some of my Saggies, there may have been an ending here between the two of you. It's not for all of you, but it could be the case. And they still hold a torch for you for sure. Yeah, we see casual energy. This person is not interested in a serious involvement, but this may begin as a friendship and evolve over time. So you might come into their life kind of unexpectedly here, or they might be kind of a little bit upset at the time in which you two meet. Right? Like it's kind of less than ideal, either because they have some health issues going on or maybe because they're stressed about finances. Yeah, this person has been deeply wounded and trust must be established to open their heart. So maybe they are going to be a little bit closed off here, Sag, when you meet them. They could be a Taurus or have strong Taurus placements. So they are stable. They enjoy aesthetics and comfort as they're ruled by Venus. They're loyal, they're kind, but they can also be stubborn. And I also feel like this is somebody that really doesn't like people to know that they're struggling. All right. With the Ace of Cups, for a lot of my Saggies, this is somebody brand new. And if there's a past life soulmate connection here, look at this. We get the King of Wands. I wasn't even meant to pull from this deck. Spirit's confirming for a lot of you, this is somebody new. King of Wands. All right. They're sexy. They're passionate. They're going to meet you at that like successful level that you're on. But I also think your person is really heavily working towards, like, very focused on their up leveling or getting through a rough patch in life. Again, I wasn't meant to pull from that deck, but those cards definitely wanted to come out. Some of you, this person has long hair, or at some point in time they did have long hair. This person may sing, okay, so you might catch them singing to themselves, or maybe they sing in a band, or maybe they used to sing a lot when they were younger. And this person loves animals, so they definitely have that tender, sweet spot there. And they may have pets. I'm getting like a dog or a cat or something like that. All right, what else do my Sagittarius need to know about them? Yeah, this person may bring you flowers or enjoy getting flowers. You are going to be very special to this person. Okay. Oh, this person's going to send you very sweet messages. Okay, I like that. And we get ghosting. Yeah, but sometimes this person might drop off the face of the planet. And I think that's like when they're feeling stressed, or like if they're not well. It's like I get this person really doesn't like people to see them weak or in some sort of weakened state or unstable. All right, so again, that might cause some issues here, Sag. Let's see what else we need to know about them. So this Spirit's confirming that this is not somebody you've been romantically involved with, okay? And they're going to come into your life unexpectedly. Pay attention to that magenta color. Again, crown chakra energy or activity here when you meet this person. So very spiritual connection. They're a fire sun sign, so we get that strong Aries energy, although it could be Leo or Sag. And we see that this person may be sarcastic. They may be sarcastic, or they may have a dry sense of humor. Now they're viewing you as the Death card. So they see you as somebody who's elusive, mysterious, very focused, very brave. And also you're not afraid to stand up for you and yours, right? They're seeing you as the Six of Pentacles. They might feel like you breadcrumb them, or maybe you kind of feel like they're disinterested or they're too busy. So you're not going to put too much effort into that. And they feel like you really hold back, but we have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So this person, Sag, is definitely going to see you as somebody that they could build a future with. And I do think they want to do that. But I kind of think there's some things that need to happen first. All right, what do they really admire about you? Yeah, they see you as a pioneer, so a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. And they see you as the liberator. So for some of you, they might see you as freeing them from, this rut that they're in. And I'm not getting financially, but I kind of feel like they've been. I feel like they're overwhelmed when you meet them with other things. They love your perspective. Sagittarius, you can be so beautifully optimistic, and this person sees and senses that, and they love that. Like, when they're having a tough day or they're freaking out about something internally, because I don't think this person freaks out externally. Like, I think they're freaking out internally about whatever might be going on. It's like you always brighten their day or calm them down, make them laugh. So we see the Eight of Swords. This may be kind of a stressful connection, at least in the beginning. Firm boundaries are needed now, and I see my Saggies, I do see you putting up firm boundaries if this person isn't coming towards you the way you need them to. Yeah, and you're going to have a decision about whether or not this is a connection. Like, is the timing right here? Does this feel right? A lot of you, they may already be around you, and I feel like it all really does boil down, Sag, to like whether or not you, despite the stresses in life or like with schedules and things like that and other responsibilities, if you find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. And if they're like equally making that effort. All right, let's see what else we need to know. So friendly support. So we see fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So I kind of feel like people around you, including your spirit guides and spirit animals, they want you to be together here with this person. Some of you may want to work with affirmations. I'm also seeing this person is going to send you sweet messages, tell you sweet things. And we see forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So some of you, there might be some triggers here in the beginning about them not either having enough time or not being too focused or being a bit closed off. But I kind of feel like there's a chance here. Yeah, and Spirit's at the bottom of the deck saying here, there's a chance for this to become something more. All right, and maybe even long-term committed or a marriage. So let's see what else we need to know. Times and dates. Stop trying to control the timing. It may be happening this month, which is the month of November. All right, let's see what else. Anything else about how this person, how this Sag and this person meet? Anything else about how this person and Sag meet? We see the Nine of Wands. Some of you through the military, others of you through work, or, you know, it's interesting, maybe even blowing off steam after a difficult day at work, or, you know, doing something. You know, it could be anything from pickleball to, you know, a book club or something like that, and anything and everything in between, like something you do or they do to blow off steam. There's definitely a sense of familiarity here between you two, so definitely getting a past life soulmate connection. And some of you have dealt with this person in the past, so you're going to really have to trust your intuition there, Sag. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.